Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It is 2:19 p.m. on October 31st, 2024 in East Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 11 degrees outside on a partly cloudy afternoon in the city. In this video, I walk for 2.2 kilometers, starting by the bus stop at Commercial and Venables, then stroll north on Commercial, east on Francis and East Hastings, and then south on Hawks and Heatley, ending my trek at McLean Park. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me a super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at jforestwood. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe. Hey you folks, Jerome Forestwood here. Just we're walking down the Commercial diversion. It turns into Commercial Street here. And you can see the snow on top of the mountains now. Looks like we got some snow and a little bit of frost. Saw a TikTok earlier this morning with somebody looking at the top of the ski hill saying, well, the snow isn't quite ready yet to go skiing on. But it's coming along. It's starting to get cold enough up there. They'll probably start developing artificial snow. And you'll be able to ski on that if you're someone who enjoys skiing. I am not a skier. And I definitely understand why some people would enjoy it. Keep walking here. Let's look down East Georgia Street. And we'll continue walking along this way. The facility we're next to right now is the York Theatre, known as the West Coast Reduction Stage. There's a heritage building as well. And right next to it here is Natana. And then next to that is Peppino's Spaghetti Factory. Or Spaghetti House, sorry. Keep walking here. Up ahead of us here is Francis Street. We'll turn down Francis Street off of Commercial. I'll take you through this neck of the woods on over here. This is Francis Street we're on. A lot of these apartments will eventually get torn down, and houses will eventually get torn down, and new buildings will get built, at least on this side of the strip. Right now, there's still people living in some of those buildings. And that's because we're going to get a bigger subway and bigger capacity, and more people will be wanting to live in and around subway stations, even over here. Will be relatively close to the Commercial Broadway subway station, just a 20-minute walk away. But we'll wait and see when that happens. Won't happen right now, definitely not. But soon in the future. Let's keep strolling here. We'll continue on Francis Street here. Over here at Woodland Drive. across Woodland and continue on Francis. Over here, this is Woodland Park. There's a community garden over there. Of course, probably won't be used right now. You can see here the mix of both housing and industrial is in the area. Housing, of course, right over here. Okay. And these buildings over here are slated to come down. Looks like some towers might be coming in. Very interesting. And then up here is the industrial, which is also gentrified. A lot of times we'll find breweries and restaurants and art galleries in those spaces when there once used to be different industries and car factories. We're at McLean Drive here. Yeah, keep walking through the area. For example, what you'll see over here, Ernest Ice Cream is right in there. It's a walk-in spot. And then, of course, there is the Victory production studio at the end here, which is supporting the media industry over here in Vancouver. Probably everything from movies to TV shows to whatever else they can do. So you can really see how this area is starting to change as well. I'll keep walking here. Here's the mountains you can see in the background there. Wow. It's like an old leftover food cart. We must be around some of the industrial. Yeah, so some of the industrials over here. Here's a Master Touch-Up Body and Service. There's their yard, fixing up cars and different stuff on over here, obviously. We'll keep walking here. Francis Street. And we'll hit the light on over here. This is Francis and Clark. We're just waiting for the light to change. And then we'll cross the street. There's a bridge on Clark Street here, and all it does is it goes over to the waterfront area, and you do need to be approved to go through there. A lot of trucks will go through there and stuff. There's a lot of high security because that's also where the Port Authority is. All it really does is go over the railroad tracks that are in the area there. Doesn't go across the harbor. Some people make that mistake. Continue on Francis Street here. And in this area is where a lot of the industrial estate Her auto body over here. Okay. And that type of stuff. And less of the gentrified industrial spaces is over here. So big winter sportswear company right there across the street. And I'm literally walking past the seam where they're making clothing with lots of different sewing machines and different people at the sewing machines. Look like they're getting paid nicely though. That's good to see. And we're now over here at Vernon Street. And this would be a Vernon and Francis. I'll head up here. And we're over here, we are at East Pender Street. And we'll cross the street here. And over here, we're along East Hastings Street. This is in the Strathcona neighborhood. So you get some good views of the mountains if you're walking through the area. Strathcona is a nice neighborhood to visit. They're actually going to build a bunch of towers over here. You can see the Pink Pearl Chinese restaurant we're passing right now. But you really don't want to go past Jackson Street unless you want to walk into the downtown east side section of East Hastings. I'll let you look that up, but for about 5 blocks, it's an area that I choose to avoid. But you can of course check that out if it's your jam. Definitely not my jam. If you're interested in seeing what that looks like, I've taken a few bus rides through that area before. And you can look at my back catalog to check that out. But other channels like Wandering with the Cast also have that. Also have on the street footage of that. That and Life in Canada with Lucy. This would be Glen Street and East Hastings. And you can see the new developments that are happening along here. There's going to be more of them coming. Several new towers that are slated for this area. Across the street here. And of course you can see the residential housing over in this area. Looks like a bunch of shipping containers. They're interesting design. Keep strolling here. Here's one of the railroad tracks that the bridge crosses in this area. And over here, this would be Raymer Street. Might be Avenue. I'm gonna have to check my maps. Haven't been on there in a while. But that is where the Raymond pedestrian walkway is. And it has another name. You can check it out and cross it yourself. Or if you're interested in knowing what it is, I have crossed it before. You can also check the back catalog there. Check out more of this building over here in Strathcona. Look at that. Look at that. And there's different restaurants and stores beneath there. Strathcona area is quickly changing. There's also the Strathcona brewery that's in this area, as well as a lot of different shops and restaurants. And even a community center that we're walking past. It's a very diverse area, of course, because a lot of the housing over here is much cheaper than in other areas of the city due to its proximity to the downtown east side. We're going to walk a few more blocks through this area, and then we're going to turn around and head on down. Looks like there's kids out trick-or-treating right now. Interesting to see. Looks like some of the businesses in the area are handling that. And of course over here, that is the Strathcona brewery right there. And a big neon Strathcona sign is. Looks like they're doing the same thing here. It's going to rain tonight, so definitely late night Halloween might get very, very wet. But right now the rain's going to hold off for another few hours. A big cloud is heading in this general direction. Let's walk through this area. Looks like there's some activities happening over here in the local community square. And we're going to turn here and head on down this way.
Sorry about that.
Over here at Hawk Street. You can go another block or two if you feel like it. I have given my warnings. And here is the old Astoria Hotel. And there's still different concerts and rock shows that happen in there. And we'll head this way, down Hawks. Simple little mural over here. It says love wins. Oh. See the sheer amount of police that were out on the street there while the kids were trick-or-treating. Definitely making sure there's no one crossing over from the downtown east side section of East Hastings on over to this part of East Van. And over here we're on East Pender Street. And you can see on over here, it's predominantly single family home dwellings. And we'll keep walking here on East Pender Street up to the block, and then we'll turn south again. Over here is Heatley. And there's a public school in the area just up the street here. So that's why there's some parking space. I'll turn down here. McLean Park is just down the street here. Looks like she's turning around. And this is a nice large park in the area. Something's going on over here. Interesting to see. I'm just going to take a break over at this place. Yeah, it looks like they're making a music video. Good to see. Anyways, folks, thanks for coming along. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good day.